Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. So nothing doing there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Mahomes now to throw.
Yeah, that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. They'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He hits Adams complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. In motion comes the tight end left. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he will slide to a halt with a penalty marker down on the play. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 8. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Their mobile, agile quarterback. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. One of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. A costly mistake there in the return game, and that is not how you want to answer an opening touchdown.
Yeah, and your defense is asking you a lot of questions right now because you're already down 7-0. You turn the ball over, they've got to go right back out there to try and keep it from getting to 14-0.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
out as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
But from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 2. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it, and they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
And that's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Jacobs going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know we spend a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well,
Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Inside handoff. Henry found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Devontae Adams, 56 yards. And the Raiders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a full-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken right about the 40. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
It happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 2nd and 3. Flush to his right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gales.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Trent McDuffie getting the chance to blitz and finishing it off with a sack. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
So more of the same here, CD. Not a touchdown, but 3 more points added on to their lead.
Yeah, it's been a total domination here in this first half. Offensively, defensively, even the special teams have chipped in as he connects on the field goal. It may be a little bit premature, but I think the only thing they're worried about dominating now, the post-game meal.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're get this one across the 35. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now back to throw.
That's complete to Tony.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw.
The throw for Tony is intercepted.
There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now down to 20. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 12-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And now an audible here into something else.
A handoff. Jacobs running to the left. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 3rd and short yardage. Cousins able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A first down run with Jacobs won't get a whole lot, maybe a yard, but that's about all, and it's second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now 2nd and 9. A give up the middle to Gibson.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken around the 12. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. And quickly they get to the line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On play action, they'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Buying time to his left.
Gets it downfield to Mayer.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mahomes now on first down. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
Now Patrick going to change the play. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Moore, the man in motion. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll change things up.
At the Raiders' 48-yard line.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
At the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Second and a couple. They go play fake. Mahomes. Pressure comes, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Raiders, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.